On the Sunday of May 25, 2025, on the occasion of the 2025 Africa Day commemorations on the continent, the people of Ghana and other Africans from different parts of the continent, as well as black people from all over the world like Jamaicans who are living in Ghana, surprised the world with their mega march in solidarity with the President of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, as well as the other sons and daughters of Africa who are determined champions of African liberation. While marching through the streets of Accra, the highly spirited Africans in their hundreds used all means necessary, including printing of pro-Traore banners, displaying his paintings and chanting pro-Traore slogans, to show their support for the 37-year-old leader, together with Army General Assimi Goita of Mali and Army General Abdourahman Tchiani of Niger, and other African leaders who are against the perpetuation of neocolonialism, imperialism and Western hegemony, that they say has been an impediment to the emergence of the African for decades.
No way! No way! No way! No way!
It was an event that was organized by Ghana's Economic Fighters League, to not only show their solidarity with Traore, but also to symbolize and send a message of the determination and zeal of the 21st century African to fight against foreign domination and exploitation. And it was not just for Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger that the marchers were in the streets. Some of them showed up to show their solidarity with other African countries that are also undergoing persecution, or facing destabilization, courtesy of what they call foreign interference or subversive activities by the West. Like these members of the Sudanese community in Ghana, they were at the march to show their support and stand with the people of Sudan amidst the current civil war in Sudan, as well as condemn the massacres allegedly perpetuated by the Janjaweed militia, or rather the Rapid Support Force on Sudanese soil, saying that we will not be free until we are all free, and Africa must unite. Without saying much, these were the voices of the organizers of the march.
We worked closely together. You mentioned the Libya March. We were the leaders and the people who organized that march, and we got arrested for demonstrating for Gaddafi and the victory of Gaddafi. I used to teach at his school, so we had a close relationship. But the relationship is going to be mended today because this is the day that we have to have unity. We have to have unity. We must have unity. I'm an organizer for Pan-Africans Improvement Association, and we stand with Traore. I'm not going to say a whole lot of things. Our comrade Akili said a lot of things that I would say. I would just say that as Ghanaians and as Africans, we have to be proud of the fact that African Liberation Day started here in Accra, Ghana, April 15, 1958. It was Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah who organized all of the independent states at the Conference of Independent African States on that day, and on that day they proclaimed African Freedom Day. And African Freedom Day is supposed to be mark the onward progress of African people for their movement for independence and to determine the exact movement for their liberation against foreign domination and exploitation. So you have to see ourselves as a part of that process. In 1963, it was changed to African Liberation Day by the OAU. And then in 2002, it was changed to African Union Day. So we don't accept African Union Day because Africa is not liberated. We're still in this fight to struggle to liberate our entire African continent. And it's going to take us, right here, you, to be able to go out among the masses of our people, to eat with them, to walk with them, to study with them, to be able to fight with them in order to push this next generation over the top, in order for we Africans to be free no matter where we are at here in Africa. And the change is coming.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
The change is coming.
Now.
It's coming right now. Right now. Just like we said, like Nkrumah said. We want independence now. Not tomorrow.
Independence is the irresponsible thing.
Not yesterday,
As soon as
but
possible.
we want it right now.
Now.
So comrades, it's good to be with you. I'm here to struggle with you, to fight with you. We're going to march all the way to the end. We're going to chant, and we're going to let Accra know, Ghana know, and the whole world know that we stand with Traore, we stand with Goita, and we stand with Tchiani.
Yes.
And we're not going to not only stand, but we're going to run with them. We're going to walk with them. We're going to fight with them. And we're going to do any means necessary in order for Africa to be free. Thank you very much. Madasi Y. No matter where I'm at, when there's a gathering with revolution and freedom and liberation, somehow I'm called. And I always answer. And the reason I answer is because of our ancestors and our people, the masses of the people. Whenever they call, if you're a revolutionary, you have to answer. If you're a revolutionary, you have to answer. And Ibrahim Traore is calling us now. The people of Burkina Faso is calling us now. I had the privilege to be in Burkina Faso in 1986, and I met Thomas Sankara. And I was there and I felt the energy of what a revolution actually is. And it's not necessarily about picking up guns. It's about training yourselves politically, educationally, so that you can understand who the enemy is. And our enemy is U.S. imperialism. Our enemy is neocolonialism and French imperialism. Our enemy is British neocolonialism. And we must constantly organize ourselves. Kwame Nkrumah said, organization decides everything. If you're not organized, you can't decide anything. So I tell you, I beg you, Mepacho, get in some organization so that you can unite with the rest of the organizations here in Ghana so that we can get rid of neocolonialism in our country. Organize yourself on a continental level, on a regional level, to get rid of neocolonialism inside of West Africa. Reduplicate or duplicate what we see in Burkina Faso right now. We want Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger to come together and form a socialist government. We cannot be afraid of socialism. We cannot shrink when we ask for socialism. Because what socialism does, it tells us that all the resources in our country belong to everybody. Our Constitution tells us that the president has trust, or that the resources are in trust of one man. We want that changed in our 1992 Constitution. That's something that we can do right now. When are we going to do it? Now. When are we going to do it? Now. When are we going to do it? Now. Change the Constitution so that the resources belong to everybody. And if you do that, you have made a step towards humanity, you've made a step towards the liberation of our country, and you've made a step to the total freedom and unification of Africa under all African Union socialist government. Thank you very much. And freedom! 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 We're at the Black Star. Look for the star. That's your guidance. Thank you.
It is to be noted that the African Liberation Day, that was later renamed as the Africa Day, was founded in 1958 by 7 African heads of states. That is the head of state of Ghana, Morocco, Libya, Sudan, Ethiopia, Tunisia and Liberia, at the Conference of Independent African States that was held between April 15th to April 22nd in Accra, Ghana.